Welcome back, my little recusants, to another episode of Final Fantasy X-2. So we are actually going to just quickly hop off to the Calmlands just to get a quick episode complete. And so all of the PR work we've been doing all throughout the other 3 chapters really, because we couldn't do any in chapter 4. And if you are unsure if you're going to make it, you can do publicity in chapter 5. You just can't enter the Calmlands or you immediately trigger this scene. But basically, once you get over 400 points, you are able to see the rest of this cutscene, which gives you an episode complete. And basically, Tobly just arrives in aboard a hover and is like, listen, we are going to unite. We are going to monopolize the Calmlands. And you get other mini games, but like we never played the mini games. It is what it is. But yeah, a very simple episode complete and another big chunk of completion percentage in the bag. But personally, I think this place would have been super cool in the chapter 3 situation where all the fiends were pouring out of the temples, for the Calmlands to be like overrun by the fiends coming out of Remian Temple and the fiends coming out of, you know, the Gorge. I thought it could be a really cool battle, I suppose. And I just feel like it was kind of a wasted opportunity, especially when they were like using fiends in the expeditions. Like it could have been really interesting to be like, oh my god, all the coyotes that we were like racing, or like the birds that we were doing slot machines with, they've all gone rogue and now like, oh, we shouldn't have tried to monopolize, you know, kind of building off the like Xanarkin motif, you know. But that's not the case. They're rewarded and now completely monopolized by Tobly. But that's not all we want to do. We want to go back to that area and we actually want to just run to the Cavern of the Stolen Fayth. But don't forget the marriage. We were doing publicity and marriage all at the same time. And this guy has now a plethora of women looking to marry him. So he is delighted with life. And because we did a good job, we get the Speed Bracer, which is an absolutely amazing accessory. Lets us cast Hastiga and gives the wearer auto haste, which is obviously brilliant. But as I said, we're going to want to go to the Cavern of the Stolen Fayth, and we're going to want to go to Yojimbos Chamber. And Yuna basically gets her second key item to allow her to fully upgrade her special dress sphere, which is absolutely A2 amazing. So Yuna can now have break HP limit as well as break damage limit, and you know, finally get a crown for those last 3 dresses in her list, which is obviously something that my like completion percentage brain just wanted to get done. But now that we've that nice little diversion, we're going to hop over to the Mushroom Rock Road, where basically, similar to Kilika, the Youth League are so kind of, I suppose, they were gearing up for a fight in chapter 4, and now they're kind of like at peace now, and they're like, but all our martial training, all our everything, like, what are we supposed to do? Oh, Elma is our biggest fan. We love her.
Thanks to you, we should be able to resolve our conflicts with New Yevon peacefully.
The guys who went to the concert have been going around pushing for a truce.
That's great! Sadly, there are a great many League members who don't know what to do with their energy.
But essentially we get to then do a bit of a fight through the Youth League, and we get a ton of really good items and accessories, and just show off like the strength of our girls with their max dress spheres, which is brilliant.
Some steam with a battle tournament.
Of course, Pain is like, yes, let me fight.
Maybe we should enter.
That would be so cool! Yibel's handling registration, so if you're competing, talk to him.
So I'm only going to leave in the like cool fights because we basically fight Liable first. Liable? Blah, blah, blah. We basically fight Yibel first, and then we also fight Elma, and we also get to fight Lucil at the end. But they kind of bolster up other fights.
The High Summoner Yunas Yuna has graciously agreed to help test our strength. Step forward if you are confident in your skill.
Ooh, I wanna...
His absolute, like, excitement there, and he had to, like, rein it in, you know?
I will never forget the day I was allowed to challenge Lady Yuna.
Did you not notice that that girl beat a space whale? Like, are you really gonna challenge the girl who, with the help of a guy toting a blitz ball and a girl toting a teddy bear, defeated a city-sized space whale?
Huh?
Yeah, Libel, you're up first. Let's go. So yeah, Yuna is dead right. There is no problem. But look, she's like boogieing away because she has her auto haste item on. And Pain, of course, getting the counterattacks ready. So we're going to use Matador's Song to give Pain an even bigger chance to evade. And then Rikku just on the healing. And realistically, Yuna could also, if she wanted, just change into a Berserker or a Dark Knight or what have you. But yeah, what's nice about the Berserker Dress Sphere is because obviously, you know, it's in real time, it actually stores a log of all the different times it evaded. So here we go, Pain is like 1 counterattack, 2 counterattacks, you know. And obviously if she had Berserk, she could just immediately attack whenever her ATB was ready. But yeah, Berserker is just a really good offensive class.
A flawless
Yeah,
victory.
literally was flawless.
The next challenger awaits.
And obviously what's nice is that you're able to, oh poor Yibel, you're able to obviously use the menu to heal and stuff. So if you are struggling, give that a go. But again, I'm not bothered showing the kind of just generic Youth League fights. I'll just put them in for the, you know, story-related characters. But yeah, just make sure you get Rikku to use a Mega Potion before the battle ends, and you'll basically be fully healed.
Let us continue.
So just mosey on along down this way. Don't walk into the pillar and invisible wall like I did, like a silly goose. And
Next.
now Elma's like,
It's Elma time. Lady Yuna, give
she
me
is
all
literally like,
you
listen,
got."
I don't care if I die. To die fighting you would be like the best thing ever. And yeah, eventually I just was like, why am I like using songstress when, like, strictly speaking, we're kind of evasive enough on our own anyway. So Elma throwing up the supports, but I gave Rikku the Bushido lore just so that she can do a little bit of damage. And like that, over before it really began.
Magnificent, Lady Yuna. Elma, you too fought well. Learn from this defeat.
Commander.
Who will be next? What? Will no one step forward? Well, I guess we're done.
Pain is like, no, we're fighting.
Me? Lady Yuna, if I may?
I'd be honored.
The honor is mine. Please be gentle.
And like, fair dues to her. She literally goes one-on-one. You know? It's like, you gotta respect it. And she does a hearty amount of damage, to be fair. I just have Pain with the crystal bangle. So she gets a high level of HP. And there I notice, oh, she actually has pretty high evade. So then I'm like, when in doubt, get the songstress out. Let's do some boosting to our accuracy, because Pitch Perfect as well as Matador's Song give an instant 10 bonus to these stats. Unlike Battle Cry and the others where it's only one stage, they give us a large amount. But as you can see, Rikku actually has Doom. So that's kind of a bit wild. And she's immune to slow, but like that, just keep on the damage and she'll fall.
Commander!
Thank you, Lady Yuna. It was a good match.
You really are amazing.
And
Lady
so
Yuna.
Lady Yuna's fanboys and fangirls
Commander.
only grows. And we get a mission complete. But we're not content with that, girl. We are here for an episode complete. So even though we finished the mission,
Now is the perfect time for me to tell you
it's
something
time
that
to
is
like
on my mind.
have a lovely speech from Lucil.
It concerns the Youth League and Spira's future.
So I'm just gonna cut out for this
When
scene.
the calm arrived 2 years ago, it echoed deep in the hearts of Spira's youth. With Sin's defeat, we had lost not only our mortal enemy, but also our purpose in life. I too felt lost. I did not know what direction to take, where to channel my energy. It was Maven Nuge who guided our lost generation to a new purpose, to uncover Spira's true past. This is the same man who was once called Deathseeker, who made no attempt to hide his despair. What caused Maven Nuge to change? That is not for us to know. Nonetheless, under Nuge's leadership, we finally found a way to apply our strength. But look at us now. The power we hope to use for good has intoxicated us all, even Nuge. The Youth League is in danger of becoming a mindless band of thugs that know only violence. A power that destroys rather than creates, without meaning, no better than sin. Do you remember why the Youth League seeks the truth behind Spira's past? Because Spira's past is the foundation for its future. Our power exists so that we may cut a new road to a new age. An age where children will never have to lift a sword.
So with that episode complete, you would say the Mushroom Rock Road is done. But like with most things, it's not really done. So we're going to quickly run back and we're going to actually go all the way back to the Youth League headquarters and actually collect 2 really important items that you mightn't ever get just by nature of the fact that you're like, well, we've been there, the episode's complete, like why would you go back? So just before the elevator where you had the chat with the gang, you can collect the Machina booster, which is actually for Rikku to get break damage limit on her ultimate dress sphere dresses. So we love that for her. Break damage limit for Pain and Rikku, and Yunas is fully done. So just 2 more key items and all those dress spheres will be fully powered to their maximum capability. The next thing you're going to want to do is to actually go into the Youth League headquarters, which we've only gotten into once when it comes to the cutscene in the very, very start of chapter 2, because we gave it to the Youth League. They actually showed us the scene inside there when we were talking with Nuge, which in hindsight we were actually talking to Shuyin. So, because like Nuge was possessed by Shuyin at the time. Pretty wild. But if we go in there, and not just in there, but like into like the upper balcony areas, we actually get to speak to Lucil again, get a small cutscene with her again, and she gives us a sphere that we get to watch back in the airship. So here's Becklem. He's like, oh, I've been doing nothing but paperwork since being posted back from Besaid, which is quite funny. And yeah, just run up here and we get a cutscene. And Lucil will give us a sphere. We're going to watch the sphere when we get back to the airship.
Elma, you and your men will patrol the high road. Only be sure to avoid stirring up New Yevon.
I'm on it.
You seem pretty busy.
Ooh, must be fun to fire off orders like that now that you're the Maven and all.
Well, I'm only the acting leader.
But that's going to be the episode, guys. Lots done, lots collected, lots resolved, but obviously there's more to do as the chapter continues, so I hope you keep on watching, leave a like, leave a comment, and yeah, just share this if you think people might want to watch a comprehensive guide for all the achievements. So I'll talk to you guys next time.